Hi there, I'm Jess, one of the relationship revivalists, and I just want to share with you something that's been really near and dear to my heart, a topic that I feel like and know is very important, and that topic is anxiety. And if you're anything like me, you know anxiety pretty well. And I just felt like right now is a really good time to start talking about this very important topic. When people are kind of afraid, it seems like, to go do normal everyday activities right now. Like if they're allowed to go to the grocery store, they might do it in fear. And you may have noticed people doing everyday things in fear right now that we normally wouldn't be afraid of. But you know, it goes further than that, because I know I have lived most of my life with a low-grade anxiety at the very least. And sometimes it can bubble up into like full-blown fear about something. So I wanted to share with you because I personally don't like the feeling of fear. If you felt fear and anxiety before, you know that it doesn't feel good. It feels like a trap, like a bondage. And it just doesn't feel free. It doesn't feel good. Your stomach can feel weird, and you can get sweaty palms, and it just kind of stops you and can't make a decision, can't, live like a normal life like you feel like. I remember growing up, sometimes I would kind of look at my dad and think, how can he just la through life? Doesn't seem like anything phases him. He just keeps plodding along. He's very, he just did the same things at the same times, basically, but it didn't feel like anything ever phased him or threw him. Like he was never really afraid, or at least he didn't show it. And I kind of wish I could ask him how he did that. I can't now because he passed away a while ago, but I've always wondered about that. Like, how does it seem like some people don't seem like they're afraid or don't have an anxiety about anything? But I think it's possible because God commanded us to. He said, be anxious for nothing. But he also gave us a pattern of how to get through that anxiety. But in everything, by prayer and petition, make your requests be made known unto God. And he even told us what to think about. He said, think on these things. And the first thing that he says is whatsoever is true. And that's an amazing question. And I heard somebody say, is that true? Well, sometimes the picture that the enemy tries to paint in your head sounds so real and so true that the more you think about it, the more you start to wonder, is that really true? Could that really happen? Could that really happen to my family? And it's a picture that's like you don't want to think about because it seems so terrible and so negative. I remember there was one situation where it was something new, and that's usually when anxiety and fear try to come in, when it's something new. And I was thinking, what if this all goes wrong and nothing works out? But right after that thought, the Holy Spirit inside me asked me a question, really simply. What if everything works out right? Oh, wow. Right then and there I knew, oh my gosh, God is in this with me, and he sees it working out, and he fully expects that it's going to work out. So I wanted to let you know about a book that I just started to pick up and read lately, and I love the title because, like I said, fear feels so ugly and awful that I'm done with it. And I'd like to be held a little bit accountable. And so I'm going to put out some videos talking about fear and overcoming fear. And so this book is called Make Fear Bow. I love the title because it's so powerful. And because I don't want to be the one bowing to fear. I want fear to bow to me. And the gentleman who wrote this, his name is Gary V. Whetstone. And I started reading it, so I'm a couple of chapters in, and I want to share insights that I get as I start reading. And I'm just going to not go into very much this first video, but I just wanted to share, even like in the first chapter where he's just kind of introducing the book and everything, it just grabbed me in because he started naming off all these different reasons why people feel fear. And for so many, I was able to say, yeah, I felt that before. Yep, I know that one very well. Yep. And it's like, wow, does this person know, what I've been going through? But what he was able to do, he was prompted by God to go through a bunch of prayer requests that people had sent into him. He's a pastor, so people would send in prayer requests to his church. And he went through a bunch of prayer requests in one sitting, and he started to see a pattern. Most of the prayer requests had to do with some form of fear. And so he started to categorize these prayer requests and put them into different categories, and he saw an amazing pattern that then he outlines in this book. So I hope that helped you a little bit today, and I invite you to come onto this journey with me. Let's make fear bow in our lives. Let's make fear bow to us instead of us bowing to fear. And also, if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more, please like and share. And I will see you in the next one.